there's a good chance that what's going to happen when you throw back these two retaining clips here, that this is just going to come right off. And it's not supposed to. If it does, that means that this housing has not been put back together properly, and you are not getting a closed air circuit sensing off of your MAF sensor. That means that air is sneaking in around corners, either the sides, overlaps, and what that will also do is it will dirty the MAF sensor. We loosen these two screws, come here, pull this back, lift it off, and then this comes free. Why do we have to go to all that trouble? Because this needs to be clear in order for this top of the housing to be able to move and disengage from the prong and the tabs down here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. These fit onto these tabs, and it slides forward and then closes. So, if it's not closed all the way, air is sneaking past here, air and dirt, and that's what I found when I came in here to change things out and to put in a K&N filter. Yes, K&N filters are all right to use. They've done extensive tests, and they do not contaminate the MAF, the mass airflow sensor. And I want to get this whole housing clear so that I can spray it down with some cleaner. Because right now it's just dust floating around in there. And I don't want dust floating around in there. Because this is the sensor. Air flows past that sensor and tells the computer how to regulate the fuel injection, depending on the temperature and the density of the air that's moving past it. A small flick of dust, a little bit of contaminant, can be enough to cause a problem for that. So, I'm going to clean up this housing. I'm not so concerned about the outside, but I want to make sure the inside is clear of any type of contaminants. And the best way to do that is to clean. The reason you want to take care of this is about $150, rounded up. You can get it for less, you can get it for more. It's an expensive little piece of electronic kit, and your vehicle needs it. Now, there's only one substitute, one acceptable substitute for the mass airflow sensor cleaner, and that is the QD electronic cleaner, quick dry electronic cleaner. The reason these two are interchangeable is that they are built for sensitive electronics, and they evaporate and leave no residue. The other more important issue is that carburetor cleaner, WD-40, any of those types of things are going to start destroying this plastic. So I spritzed and sprayed. And now I'm going to do the sensor, the MAF sensor. It will come apart, and I know it's different for all vehicles, but it's also kind of basic for all vehicles. There's a little release tab here. You depress that and wiggle this off. There. Don't worry, it can only go back on the proper way. It's like your computer connections for your monitors and things on the back of your tower. Air filter. So align these with those 3 tabs down there. Feel that? You can't lift up because it has engaged the tabs. Clip and clip. It's a real simple locking mechanism. It's a real simple locking mechanism, but the drawback is if you don't have those tabs engaged down there on the bottom, these clips will still hold this in place, and you'll do this and you think that you have you put the housing back together properly when it's not. You have to get the securing tabs first before you put down these final clamps. Little tiny screws. Don't drop them. You will never find them. And this goes on, and then this goes on. We take our newly discovered 6-way screwdriver, make sure it is flush against this mount, and you'll notice this little cutout so that it fits in place. And then look at this, see this gap that you have here? Don't just tighten this because it's ready to tighten, because it's not. Now it's ready to tighten. There's some flexibility here for these things. You want to make sure that you've got a closed system. That means no escaping air or no random air contaminating the mixture. And that's it. Now you have your new air filter in, you've cleaned your mass airflow sensor, you've made sure that the housing has been engaged properly and that there's no air seeping around any of these cracks, and that there are no air intrusions going on here either. Remember, do not use WD-40 or carburetor cleaner or electromotive or any other cleaners. These are your 2 choices. The mass airflow sensor cleaner, the MAF sensor cleaner, or the QD electronic. Okay, that's it. Have fun. And yeah, I'm not like a real mechanic. I'm just a guy working on his car, just like you.